Okay. Waiting for my tea to get drinkable temperature. Hey, Titus. Hi, Snuggle. Master of Pearls. Ah. And Rush of Battle. And Raider's Spoils. Damn. Alright. I don't know, I like coffee. I like tea. I'll drink mochas, like heavily chocolate flavored mochas. That I'll drink. I like that because you can taste chocolate, not coffee. I like the way I love the way some coffee smells. Other coffee makes me feel ill. Smell. It's weird. I don't know what the difference is, but there's sometimes when like coffee makes me ill, and then there's the other times when and it just smells magical. But then I try it and I'm like, this is foul. I do love Jeskai Elder and Heir of the Wilds. Abzan Guide's really good. We're just gonna go Horde Chief here. Because again, this wants us to go wide, and this is the go wide card. I think taking the Jeskai 1-3 would also be a perfectly acceptable follow-up to this pick. With prowess that you get to loot when you hit. But if I'm past a Horde Chief with this, I think I take it. See the Unwritten is so much fun. And a big teamer deck. Treasure Cruise, Jeskai Student. We're just gonna take the student here and keep the white signals out of the packs, I guess. I think Treasure Cruise is great, but this deck doesn't necessarily want it. It depends. Rite of the Serpent, Rough Rider, Bitter Rev. Set Adrift was a fun one. It was a sorcery speed effect, though. A little rough. I could just take a right here. Don't know that I'm going to play the red. Nah, this is a powerful card. Wow, and a Rush of Battle. Crap. That other Rush might wheel. I think I need the first feat more. Hey, Notara, how you doing? I'm born addicted to coffee. This is sweet. Fair. Often I think a lot of us are as well. Ooh, wow. Debilitating Injury and Watcher? This is a great removal spell. This is fantastic, and I really want it, but the Watcher I gotta take here. It's just such a powerful card as a creature, and we already have a little bit of effect here. Wow, okay. I'm really sad to have passed that Debilitating Injury. Card is good. Takes care of all the morphs. at a discounted rate. So basically you're paying 2 to get rid of their 3 threat. I don't mind this card, but not in this deck. Nice. I didn't even wheel, we just got one. Rakshasa Secret also okay. Wind Scout, I had so much fun with the Prowess deck with like 5 Wind Scouts. It was so much fun. In case the other Rush of Battle doesn't wheel, I'm gonna take this one. But there was another option if I thought the other one was definitely gonna wheel. Even if it does, I'm fine with 2. More than that, not so much. You don't want to get stuck with these in hand and no creatures. Well, I mean, it depends on the preponderance of other spells and creatures. If you like 3 Rush of Battle and a million creatures, sure. Probably 2 is best, though. Especially when you already have one effect like that with Master of Pearls. Okay. Well, I have the option of these 2 as well. Those are fine. I wouldn't mind one of each of those. I'll make sure I get my second Rush of Battle so I don't have to prioritize them in the future. Okay, I don't want any of this. I'm gonna take the Tormenting. All right. There was one debilitating injury and a couple, like, spells like Bitter Rev and the discard spells, so, but I don't think black is that open. I'm gonna take that in case I open a really good Absent card. Like, Siege Rhino! Oh, man. Okay. Disown. Crag. Rough Rider number 2 and Kyrian. I'm gonna hope I can get the early drops later. Alright, looks like I can have some options here. I mean, there's some interesting, there are some interesting Absent cards here. We're gonna take the Disowned. Kyrian again, okay here as well. But I need early drops. I mean, I could just move into the Abzan. That'd be fun too. But taking 2 Rough Riders and then moving into Abzan seems a little bit rough. Haha. Sorry. Alright. Another Jeskai student, I guess. Or we could take Mystic Monastery to be able to cast these. Nah, I'm gonna make sure I get 2 drops. Then this one's a fine one, especially with a bunch of spells. I don't know, maybe I should have been, like, just for fun, I should have been Mardu, Moldy Mardu, and just, like, grab some green. Oh, wow, look at the lands here. Raider Spoil's so good, though. Ooh, debilitating and a scoured bear. Wow. And a Krumar, but we wouldn't mind. Okay, I like my spells. Now I need some good creatures. I might not run Bitter Rev. I don't mind it in this deck, it's a lot of 4-drops. I'll hope to wheel some of those lands. Okay, well, I actually got this one. Oh, I should just take the kid in. Yeah, I should just take that, because who knows if we're even running these. Might wheel one of those. Okay, one Rite of the Serpent, fine. Bad against opponents' Mardu decks slash Orzhov Warrior decks, but good against... I mean, decent against other things, surprisingly, for a 6-mana sorcery speed removal. Lamasu? I thought this card was horrid. So I'm gonna take a Sultai Scavenger here over Sage Eye Harrier, although that's close. This is a way better Delve card for this deck. It's a Bird Warrior than this card. Abzan Guide and Loxodon this late? Could take a Rakshsa's Secret, but I just... I'm gonna take the Abzan Guide and see what happens. For us, it's basically the same as taking a Wooly. The likelihood of playing it. And I think I like this card slightly better, although Wooly is the king of the morphs. At common. The biggest of them. And again, we could still be Abzan if we really want to. It's a late Snowhorn Rider. Roar of Challenge can win games. I could take this if I wanted to run both. It's a morph. I could run it. Hey, Durahan, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I'm sorry, everyone. My voice is going because I think I'm getting sick. I watched my Plague Factory of a nephew this weekend, and he was coughing and sneezing into my face despite requests otherwise. But I also got a lot of kisses, so it does make up for a bunch of that. He was just so excited. We watched Home, and he loved it. Oh, Spell Snatcher? I love this card. Alright, Watcher, Bellowing, Horde Chief, all of those are fantastic. There's also a Bloodfell Caves. None of those lands wheeled last time, which is really rough. That is painful. So, in order to run, like, I'm not even sure these are going to be run. I'm still going to take the Watcher of the Roost. I think it's correct here over Horde Chief, although that's close. Saddlebrute good too. Sultai Ascendancy. With new art? That's not the art I remember. Interesting. Some good Abzan here. Probably just take the Disowned Ancestor, but that's some good Abzan. Yeah, let's keep going on this. We might not be splashing at all. Okay, so here I have to decide whether I'm going to be splashing. I can take the Krumar as just a creature, but I think I want this Bloodfell. And Salt Road Patrol is not awful. This doesn't really work with our deck, although you can sacrifice a creature to make it bigger. I'm gonna grab my Bloodfell Caves here. Ew. Parapet is excellent. I just, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, possibly 12, 13, maybe. Yeah, okay. What we're missing are the little 2/1s that make opponents discard cards, and the, Outlast, etc. So I'm sad I passed that Horde Chief, and I do think that because the Bloodfell Caves and the Windswept Crags were taken, that somebody else is in Mardu at this point. But we'll see how this goes. These are monks, notably, so they don't, and you know, the birds aren't going to be getting lifelink. So we actually have a few too few warriors for my taste currently, but we'll, I did take the birds because they are flying. Evasion is so good, and then that 2-point life swing is actually irrelevant. Often. Really? I don't think I'm playing any of this, not even just Defiant Strike. Although, Defiant Strike is good with the Jeskai students. I'm just going to put this in the sideboard here, because we're not going to be getting to that, hopefully. Alright, now we'll take a Sage Eye. I mean, I could take a Blossoming Sands, in case we want to run this Abzan guide instead. Because we don't have to unmorph it, whereas this we can't even cast. But I want this. If I just have to go black-white, so be it. Oh, wow. Okay, clearly I should have been in green. Yeah, I mean, I was fighting, you know, going into any other color for a while. But Pine Walker's excellent. There's so much good green here. I could take Siegecraft, but I'm not going to run it. So I'm going to take Blossoming Sands in case we run this Abzan Guidance. And Jungle Hollow and Savage Punch. Jesus. Alright. That's unfortunate. I mean, I can run all of them with the Jungle Hollow, Rugged Highlands, and Blossoming Sands. That'll give us 2 red sources and 3 green sources. This was a weird one. Someone must have... Oh, okay, well, Bloodfell Caves is great here. Alright, fine. So this is basically the deck. I might have to run something else as a 24th card. Maybe. Hi, kitten. Oof. Awkward. Okay, Unyielding's a good pickup here. Yeah. I think we're in the right place. The problem is we didn't... Somebody else went into this to some degree. Very clearly. Because we didn't see any of the 2-drops that I was expecting to see in black. Which is weird, because there was such a late debilitating injury. And some of the other stuff. Cat, I can't see the computer. Monitor here. Come here. Oofa. You gotta get down. Yeah. I know you have so many feelings. Okay. I mean, it could be fun to run this anyway, but I don't think it's correct. Seriously, cat. Hey. Yeah, get down. Good boy. There he goes. You can see him in the... okay. Yeah, this is uninspiring. I thought we were off to a great start, and then I think someone shifted into this. Or at least someone was in a black base first with the warriors and went from there. So this is not a very good version of this deck. Hi, babe. Yes, this is cons. We've trophied twice with it already. But we got very lucky and we're past everything. Dude, you are a menace today. Cat. Hi. I really like Bitter Rev with the Scavenger. This is Premiere. I think I'm supposed to let this go. Or one of the 4-drops. Well, maybe it is Scavenger. I could just let Bitter Rev go, I think. I really like it in this deck, though. Could run one fewer land, but we need to get to the 5, so I'm going to run the 17 land. Absolutely. So this is 883 in terms of sources. I might want another red for this. I could cut one of the Rough Riders. If I'm only running one Rough Rider, it might just be better because we have... Might just be better to run the Abzan guide because it's... No. I don't think we care about the lifelink that much. But because it's castable earlier... That's interesting. It's a very powerful card. It's just we do need the red for it. And if I'm only running 3 red sources, that's going to be a little bit rough. We won't always find it. You miss Morph. They kind of made up for it a little with the omens on the dragons, but yeah, I see your point. Okay. Smurf. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think there's actually an argument to playing the Abzan guide instead of both the Rough Riders. And maybe the Kintree Warden, because again, this is a warrior and you can play it on 3 face down and wait until you get a green source to flip it. That said, I think I'm just going to go with this because reasons. I don't want to incorporate both because that'll just slow my mana down so much. All right, we'll try this. I mean, I could just add a mountain. I need black and white early. Double black. The only double black, though, is late. And most of it's white. So I could cut a black source. Go 7 black sources. and 8 white sources and 4 red sources. I think this is what I'm gonna have to run it as anyway. Nah, okay, let's go. I want that bitter rev. I could cut a creature for it. So many 4-drops. I need... Sir. Okay. I mean, I could cut this... No, okay. Could cut the Witness. Or 1 Rough Rider. I don't... Cutting one Rough Rider is actually not that bad. We really... Did that belong on the floor? Is that... He meeped at me. I think that was a yes. Dude, why? You're a menace, dude. Got one of these for the bitter. Stop. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Go. Yeah, uh-huh. All right, let's give it a shot. Like I said, unfortunately, we didn't quite get there with this one. It looked like we were doing crazy things, but it didn't quite get there. All right, so we played Disowned Ancestor on 1 using the Swamp. Then we played this out, tapped on 2, and this morphed on 3. But we have the red for the Mardu Rough Rider, which is pretty sweet. Looks like we went into something of a mirror. Mm-hmm. Good times. What's 1 white? Oh, it's +1 and draw a card. The Defiant Strike. A land there would have been really nice. It doesn't matter what color. We're just eating the morph. Ponyback, okay. They did a ponyback on that? That's nice. Alright, they're hitting their lands. Which is good for them. No, I want my lands. Alright, so we missed a couple land drops now, and that may cost us. We are running 17 because we have a lot of 4 and 5 drops. And we have a lot of things that unmorph, so... For 5, so... Okay. So they were representing a combat trick last time that they attacked with a Krumar. Chief. Hmm. Okay, so the worry is that they have their own rush of battle, and that will completely turn the game a little bit around here, and it's going to be annoying. High Sentinels. Interesting. So if I attack with the Krumar into all of this, the rush of battle, like if they have the +1, the feat that I think they have, or if they just give this first strike, they can kill the my Krumar before it deals damage. Rush is good against the high sentinels though, and they have to block with it. The question is whether they also have feat of resistance. But I could also Raider Spoils and attack with Watcher. Hmm. I'm just gonna let them do the math. This is probably bad, but I'm I'm good. Okay, if that's all they had, we're doing great. All right. And they're dead to the Watcher next turn if they can't kill it. Unless they have, like I said, unless they have their own rush. They did have the Defiant Strike. Okay, I thought they had that from the beginning. That's what we called. Yes, go Watchers. So despite the fact that we probably could have gotten far more ahead again if the Watchers had been, you know, warriors, they were only getting in because they were flyers, and so that's part of why we took them over. I took that second one over the Horde Chief, which, again, debatable decision. But, like, the Raider Spoils on those wasn't doing much, except, I mean, it was giving them +1, but it wasn't actually letting us draw cards. Hmm. They should always keep 2 Premier going. That would be so great. I agree. It was kind of miserable when we only had Dragonstorm as an option. Just because that format hates us. You found our one mountain. We have 8 sources of black still in the deck. Play Jeskai Student. I think we mull this. I think you could have made an argument for keeping that hand, but I just don't think it did enough. All right, we need to stop drawing lands. The only land we want to draw is red, if that, and I really don't want to draw it right now. Oh my god. Okay, well. GG's. Oh god. All right. This gets Disdainful Stroked, maybe? Oh. Okay, so we need to draw no lands for the rest of the game, or we are going to lose. We may have already lost with this many. We'll see. Oh yeah, flood warning, you got it. Okay, so this is the 06? What is this? Yeah. Okay, good to know. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Is it Sagu? Oh, God, we're dead. We are so dead. If they have like a Savage Punch and then like, okay, I'm gonna concede soon. We'll see how they play this. Mm-hmm. This is one of the slightly unbeatable rares in the set.
Bonjour tout le monde.
Vega, thank you so much for the 19 months. Hypes to you. Thank you so much for your support of the stream. You're amazing. Boo. I would so like to get this out first, but they have a fucking Mauler. Alright, I'm out of gas. I mean, I would love to play this first, but there's no way we're winning this game. Not as it currently stands. I would have to draw like a goddess, and they would have to have, apart from that Whirlwind Adept, nothing in their hands, and this has to be nothing. Okay. Alright, let's go to the next one. Sagu Mauler and Hexproof. Fun. But yeah, I had to hope they didn't have a Savage Punch for my dude so that I could then attack and make the Walnut block with the, like, the chances of drawing like a pump spell were pretty good, and maybe getting in with a warrior and drawing a card like a Raider Spoils or a Rush of Battle like we did draw. Saga Mauler, Wingmate Rock, High Sentinels. There's a lot of cards that were pretty good in this one. All right, Bloodfell Caves. First play is on 3, not great. Ooh, a mirror. And a freaking land that isn't a color that I want. Oh well. Yeah, they have a great start. Ew. Okay. No black source, though, so I can block the Hate Blade. Okay. Oh, that's a good draw. Okay, let me think. This might be my only chance to absolutely kill it. But if they spend their entire, like half their turn doing that again next turn, I don't think it's a problem. I think we play the Kumar and attack with this. Hey, Powerful Praps! You're not sleeping? I'm sorry. I am very obviously not either. Alright, they found a black source. Okay. So that's Pony back. I do want to kill it. Ooh, Raiders Spoils. Will they want to trade with both? Oh, I think... Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this. If they trade with both, we're happy with that, I think. Alright, now we can pay and draw a card. Alright, well, it wasn't a land. But if I draw a land next turn, I can Debilitating plus Horde Chief. Alright, they can't unmorph a pony back for 4. But they now have access to black, which is annoying. Okay, not a land, but I can Debilitating the Bondkin and feet on the key. Yeah, okay, hold on. If they don't block the Kumar, we can pay the 1 life. And if they don't block either, right, we can pay the 1 life, draw a card, put the Mortar, hopefully play the Mardu Horde Chief. No, come back. Well, I think we actually just play this out as a 2-2. Or do I hold up feet? I forget ponyback whether it gives the little 1/1s haste. Yeah, I just play this out just as a 2-drop. I wish I'd drawn a land. It would have been so good to play the Horde Chief. Alright, Krumar's gone. But yeah, not hitting lands has been really rough both these games. Well, the last game, no. The last game we flooded a little bit, but not hitting lands for a little bit was rough for several of these. Mardu Ascendancy. No, it's tapped. God damn it. God, that sucks. Why? I give this pro white. That's so bad. Why couldn't I draw? Oh, man. Okay. All right. Okay. Getting that off the board seems good. I wish I could play something else, but we've drawing our own 2 tapped lands here, so... And I just couldn't play anything for so long. Smite, okay. Take 5. Why would you do... What? Okay. I'm confused. Alright, let's hope I don't lose this turn. I think we play... Rough Rider. But yeah, this was just a mana screw game, sadly. I really think we beat them if we hit a land at any point there. Oh well. On board, they can attack with the Cutie and... Oh, God, okay. High Spire Mantis, okay. They can attack with the Cutie and the Hate Blade. Okay. I might have to use this Rush of Battle, sadly. How many creatures? Oh, okay, wait. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's very interesting. They have to block. Yeah, that was pretty good. I don't know that they know that they can activate the Hate Blade as an instant. I mean, they did it during my turn so clearly, but like not like, yeah, anyway. All right, I think if we survive this turn, we kill them next turn. Or at least we empty their board. But it does depend on, like, surviving this turn, obviously. Interesting. Okay, yeah. I think we're doing pretty well. Oh, then we just win. Okay, no blocks. Wait. Oh, yeah. No, if this is the Death Toucher that drains you for 2, they would need to have a card in hand to do it, so no blocks. Alright. So this should get there. Because we can make the Alabaster Cutie and not block. Okay. The flyer was a really good draw there. I think that game would have been over a lot faster had we drawn, like, the land we needed, the 5th land sometime sooner. Yes, as I was saying before, I think I'm getting sick. I'm sorry. I watched my Plague Factory of a nephew this weekend, and he was very excited to see me, and I got lots of kisses, but I also got a lot of sneezes and coughs in the face, so that was fun. And I'm gonna go as long as I can right now. I'm really worn down, and I'm losing my voice a bit, but I'm drinking tea, so decaf, needless to say. So hopefully I'll be able to go for a while. I don't want to miss you all. We had a really cool, nice, okay, all right. We had a really cool tappy hour stream yesterday. If there's, I don't know whether the VODs are still up for that or anything like that, or whether they go to YouTube, but it was a really fun time. They were really nice. My decks went off, and they were so sweet about it. Oh, Lord. All right, well, I have a sort of curve here. I can play the Alabaster Cutie. We can go attacking. I'll be sad to lose this morph, but yeah. That's what I thought they might have. We have too many lands again, and no red sources of those, so... Not like in this one either. But again, we'll see what we draw. That's probably GG's for in favor of them, sadly. No, that stuff, apparently, according to my ER doctor brother, the best thing to do on the early stages of cold is actually zinc. there are some studies that you have to do in the earliest stages. There are some studies that suggest that it stops the virus from like bonding with like from infiltrating a little bit. Oh man. Oh god, we're so dead. All right. Oh well, too bad for us. I was yeah. Pardon me. Yeah. A little bit of flood here. Good stuff from them. Really love when Jeskai does its thing. All right, so 9 lands and 4 spells. It's not going to do it for this deck, unfortunately. So we're just waiting to lose at this point. There's really not a lot I can draw to get out of this. Unless their hand, like I said, is but it's not. It's clearly entirely lands. Oh, good. Oh, good. I don't have any draw discards, so we're just running this out. Hi, Fufa. But yeah, Zinc, I forget the exact wording of what it does, but it does prevent some of the binding of the stuffs. And no blocks here. Excuse me, babe. Lufa. Yikes, that's bad. Okay. At least they're taking a long time to kill us, I guess. They did have a lot of lands in hand, so there is that. Maybe we can find a way out of it. We have to draw extremely well, unfortunately. Oh, nice. Okay, no. Yeah. We are not getting out of this game. All right. All right. All right. I got it. Oh, good. Okay. So... Why is untapped being... Okay, there it is. All right. I don't think I want to outlast here. I think I would die too easily. I think I would have held that because it triggers the prowess stuff, and there's so many things with prowess there. How draw my deck? Not sure what you're asking, but my deck draws badly right now. We have good spells in there, but Alright, that's something. It's gonna get disdainful. Yep. Of the things to get disdainful, that's actually not the worst, and it's really nice that they're being able to do that, like, when they can't get value out of the prowess, so. Yeah, we've just had, 11 lands. It's just... Okay. All right. Excuse me, cat. I really can't see when you're in front of the monitor. That does not work for me. All right. I mean, at least it's taking most of their deck to beat us. They're at 12 cards. We're at 21. And we have way more lands than they do. Ooh, Falconer. Okay. That's cool. Just gets playing it as a morph gets around Disdainful Stroke, and we can always turn it face up. Okay. All right, I think they have another counterspell, which is interesting. I think I wait for this. Yeah, but they're at 10 cards left. So we're gonna, unmorph this at the end of their turn. We, on the other hand, have 17. They have 9 cards left, sorry. All right, let's see what... Okay, wait. If one of these is Karu Spell Snatcher... Actually, that doesn't matter. Let's see what happens here. They could also have 1,000 Winds to bounce all my tapped creatures. So, here we go. I'm ready for this game to be over, so we're attacking. They have 2? Okay. We knew they had something, but we just hadn't been attacking. All right. So yeah, we knew we had lost. They had too many cards. There was no way we were winning the game, so we were gonna try and just do stuffs. Yes, enjoy my hand. Enjoy it. I'm gonna gain 1! Ha ha ha! Yeah, 3 hard removals at instant speed. I mean, that's what we're pretty sure that they had. Although I think they could have won faster had they used them earlier, but they were playing it safe. I think they could have won this turn. I'm pretty sure they could have won this turn, but there we are. I could have killed them more if we tried to, but if they unmorph it and it's big, I don't want to deal with that shit. So, we are going to lose here. It's just them, they're actually taking longer than I think they should have. Because if they'd used the burn away sooner, they could have gotten in for such better attacks. The kill shots obviously were useless because we weren't attacking, because we were on the back foot for the whole time. Alright, so we are going to put both of you in front of this morph and see what that is. But yeah, they have 7 cards left. We have 16. I mean, again, we just flooded out. We had 11 lands and 7 spells early, so nothing to be done. Alright, GG's. But yeah, they could have killed us a turn earlier too, at least. And then also if they used that 6 mana removal spell earlier, it was, 5 or 6, I think it is. Yeah, I think it's 5 actually, and it does 6 damage and then exiles the graveyard. They could have won a lot sooner, I think. Alright, let's try not to flood this game. Alright, that's a good hand. Again, let's still try not to flood, because this is a little more land than we want early, but it's only 1 more, so hopefully that's not too bad. Alright, we debilitating that. Outlast the thing. Do I need extra black or extra white? Probably extra white for... Well, no, extra black for snakeskin. Okay. Alright, so it's this... Excuse me, cat. Hey! Yeah. No, come on! Annoying. Oh, that's epic. Never mind, we're fine. Well, that would just make me sad, that pet. Okay. Alright, they got stuck on land. That sucks. And that Rakshasas was really good, and then I drew something that drew me cards. And they still didn't draw out of their mana screw, so I'm sorry for them. Good plays considering our curve and our luck with the draw of the Raiders spoils. Okay. Ooh, message. Okay. Let's open a pack of New Cabana. With help from Cattail. These are the tokens I produced with my my deck the other day. The mirror tokens are from the Genesis chamber that Tabby played, which ended up doing so much more good for me than anybody else. Alright, we got a Buyer Silence and an Opponent. Alright, it's going to be a little bit of a slower start here. But Bloodfell Caves into Jeskai Student. Into Bloodfell Caves, most likely. Hopefully into Alabaster Kyrian, we'll see. Not our best hand, not our worst. Scavenger's a bit rough just because we likely won't have a lot of stuff in the graveyard soon. Based on this, because we don't have a lot of spells going to the graveyard. But we do have the double black. We have red already, and we have the double black for the snakeskin that we need. Hey, cut it out. Stop being a jerk. Ugh. Messing with my lighting setup. I could just play a Bloodfell Caves out and do this as a morph, the thing. But yeah, we just draw that there. Okay, so actually I'm gonna keep this as a morph until later. We're gonna play this out. Am I actually? Yeah, we're gonna make sure that we can play the Kyrian next turn. This is a little mana inefficient, but I think it's okay. I don't think I want to play this out as a 2/2. You could make an argument for that since we're aggressive, but I think I just want to play the Kyrian next turn. And then I can Alabaster Molting Snakeskin something. Or play both of these. Blue and air. Okay. Oh, they're Sultai. Okay. Oh, they put Scavenger in hand? Okay. And they do have a black. Oh, wow. That was a beautiful mill for them. Okay. Son of a bitch. Everybody and their mother's monkey has that before I empty out my hand. So this is an argument for, you know, playing out the Master on 2 as a 2-drop. But I was so excited to be able to get that to actually work. Hopefully we'll still be all right. We want to keep up the Molten Snakeskin regeneration and also be able to do other stuff, so we wanted to play out the lands. God, that sucked to lose these. Mostly the Master. The Master would have been so good the next turn. We just needed one more turn to be able to play that and keep up the Kyrian. Okay. Annoying, but there we are. Hmm. I could chump check there. Definitely. Okay, hold on. Wait, one more turn? They're tapped out right now, though, so... That's so tempting to do it this turn. Yeah, calm your tits, OP. Alright. I have to remove the enchantment to do that, unfortunately. But, depending on how they blocked, it was still better. Oh. So I get a land. Alright, there's so many draws that make this okay. Obviously, the snake, I would prefer not to lose the snake skin, but I was going to be tapped out anyway, so if they had removal for it, they were going to be able to kill it as well. So I think getting rid of their flyer was good there. Archers, okay. And a morph. No, I needed not to draw a land there. God damn it. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can get there. Another mistake, that's fine. Wait, what if they have the dead draw? No, we still block this. Okay. Okay, they still die. Well, actually, they gain life. That's true. That's true. Okay. Forgot Death Frenzy gains life. I still think it was correct to block. Soothsayer. Great card. Alright, if they find an answer to the Kyrian, we're gonna be... actually in some deep doo-doo. Whoa! Okay. So I think they did find an answer. Let's see what we can do here. There are a lot of draws that we could have that would be okay. Some of which would be awful, actually. We really don't want to draw another Jeskai student or Disowned Ancestor. Yep, they found removal. Wait, if I draw a spell, Jeskai kills them now. Let's go. Nope, not a spell. I want to force them to chump with the Soothsayer, not the Parapet, I think. Yes. Okay. Whew. Okay. Next. All right, back to this lovely opening. Gotta go closer. All right. By your silence. Jackhammer, meh. Rock's Pummeler was decent, oddly. On occasion. Incriminate, meh. Run out of town, fine. Shieldmate, meh. Quick Draw Dagger actually overperformed. Celestial Regulator was great. Botanical Plaza, alternate art here was good. Cabaret Initiate, Take to the Streets. Slip out the back, great card. Mage's Attendant. Incandescent Aria. Mountain. And a Citizen Token. Okay, we need to draw some lands. I am gonna keep this, but this is a risk just because we really want 3 lands at the very least in our opening hand. But I think because I'm gonna trust my deck and oh, whew. All right, so morph here. We want to draw ideally a red source coming up, but I will take any 4th land. Absolutely. All right. Hydrating. Thank you. I've run out of tea. I probably should make myself some more. I am losing my voice slowly. Oh no. Oh, that is brave. I'm sad about it, but for it too, because it's my 2-drop for their 3-drop, so really need a 4th land and I really need a red source. I knew it was unfortunate that, like, I'm sure my deck was always going to give me these double red when we don't draw the red, and like none of them when we draw the red except for last game, which was super sweet. I'm for that. All right, let's see whether we can still get there. Come on, deck. Give me an untapped 4th land and then a red source, or not. All right, we're a little bit too far behind now. 11 lands and 3 are 2 of our losses, sadly. I don't think we come back from this. Again, they have to have drawn so poorly. Yeah. No land. Okay. Deck is 50% lands. Come on, we can maybe do this. Come on, deck. Well, happens to all of us. This is for a raid trigger. Is there any reason to keep this in hand? Actually, we want to be able to play Rite of the Serpent if they cause us to discard. Okay. If we draw it next turn. Alright. Alright, I just need removal for one of those flyers currently. God damn it. That was our window, I think. Oh well. At least I'm getting stuff. Maybe I can go wide enough to get there. They do have one card still in hand, so they could have a kill spell for one of my flyers as well. That's a good one. Not really good enough. Actually, no, it is good enough. So we put it on the witness. And then we force them to chump. If possible. Oh shit, I should have played this out. So I can regenerate twice. That's my bad. Alright, this removes it from combat. Alright, but now I can regenerate twice later. Okay, so that's fine. They should have blocked. So they should have blocked and then forced me to regenerate and then kill shot it in response, by the way. That's actually... They made a misplay there. And I made a misplay in terms of not playing my land. Okay, so they can block with the Einok Bondkin here, and it does remove it from combat. But I want this trigger. Please let me draw a Mass Pump spell. We have one Rush of Battle, one Raider Spoils. Or Rite of the Serpent would do it. Master of Pearls would do it. Oh, man. Still, we've got at least outs to kill one of these. And well, no, there are 3 now? How did they gain a... When did they gain a life? What did I miss? Oh, the Blooming Sand, Blossoming Sands. That must have been what I missed. Alright, no attacks, and... I just need one of my things. Come on, we can do it. Or like, yeah. Oh no, we're fucked. Okay. Yeah, well, that ends the game. So we were mana screwed in the beginning, and then we hit just a giant pocket of land when all we needed was one piece of removal for one of the flyers or a mass pump spell. Unfortunately, they drew gas and we did not. Welcome to the stream. Why is Untap doing weird stuff? I can't... Ugh. Okay. Let me just close Untapped. Untapped, what are you doing? It's still doing it! Alright, there we go. That's better. Alright, now I can still get... No, I can't, because this has Wait, yeah, no, I can still get removal for one flyer. No, because they're at 3, not 2 anymore. Well... Losing to mana is... Okay. We're gonna give them a chance to mess up, but I think we've lost. This is what happened when, like, we just... Mana Screw and Mana Flood. That's 2 out of the 3, like, the 3 losses of these. That's pretty bad. They've outdrawn us by 7 cards? Really? How? There's only 2 there. Oh, look at the top 4. There's that, but... And you mill 2 cards. That's that. Okay. Yep. 3 lands in the beginning, and now a metric fuck ton. Okay, hold on. Alright, they have 5 blockers back. You are so many turns too late. I mean, I can get in for 2. They have 4, but then they have exactly 4 here. So it's not enough. That one land saved them. Because they did get greedy. Yep. We just died to the flyers, unfortunately. Ugh. That hurt. A couple of those losses really hurt. Winnable games. Oh well. 4 wins. Actually, I gotta go get more tea or I can't talk anymore. It hurts. That land did it for them. We almost made it anyway. All right, waiting for tea to boil. Have to get my tea mug. Arg. All right. Okay. We won one due to mana screw on the opponent's part. So that kind of evened out. But lost one to the pummeler. Lost one to flood. And this one was screwed into flood, which was like, what? Oh well. That land done it. Saved him. If we don't find a draft table really quickly here, we'll do something else on a different draft. Oh man, huh? Wonder if I should still have done a flyer. I'm a snakeskin. The 2/5 could block it forever, though. Well, the first strike could block the other one. I just figured that prevented it from attacking. Meh. Alright, almost there. Let's grab a pack, though. See what we get. Arr. Oh, we get a filled draft. Yay! Note to self: reach for packs. Things happen. Okay. Trap Essence is super fun. But it is a little situational. Soothsayer's great. Jeskai Elder's fine. Einok Bondkin is sweet. Brave the Sands works really well with Outlast because you can attack with them and then outlast them. I'm caught between wanting to take one of these. Like, I love both of the. I'm going to take the Soothsayer, I think. I may regret not taking the Trap Essence, but I want to have some... Oh, man, come on. We can take Savage Punch. This is the correct pick, in theory, because that deck is the strongest. I don't want to play that deck right now, though. Fine. All right. We'll see what's open. If it's not open, we'll move into something else. Jeskai Ascendancy. That's a fun one. Okay, we can take a Smite the Monstrous or a Long Shot Squad. Bloodsucker goes well with Soothsayer. If I take Smite, it's leaning more toward that deck. If I take Keru, it's leaning more toward this deck. Dragon's Eye Savant's also fine in the Sultai Soothsayer deck. I don't know what I want to try this. Another Trap Essence? Jesus. And a Snowhorn Rider? But there's the Take Up Arms. Ah, bugger. We'll do friend stuff later. I don't know this person, so... So again, the Bloodsucker doesn't go in the, like, Chief of the Edge Take Up Arms thing, but this is a really good... So, if I taken the, like, Einok Bondkin into the, Chief into Take Up Arms, we'd be so happy. We'll see where we end up. The Bloodsucker's fine in an Abzan deck a lot of the time. Ooh. No, Skull Hunter. Okay. This card is so much fun, but it's 6 mana for a 4/4, which dies really quickly. We're gonna just... I don't want to play the same deck again, but this is what I'm past. It's annoying. Fine. But we could be Abzan at least. Like, that's a possibility. Never mind. We can't be Abzan. We have to. Oh, guy. Ugh. Fine. They're just the best of the cards in the pack, which is kind of sad. I mean, got a couple packs with, like, good teamer, I think, but... We'll play a different format after this so that we don't just get stuck in this all the time. Alright. It's just what people are passing. I don't know. Okay, anyway. Like, if this had just been Chief of the Scale, I probably wouldn't have taken it. Like, Chief of the Edge is the best of the two. The better of the two, technically. And it just, oh. And then into Take Up and Pony Back. Yeah. Too good. Yeah, we'll take a Brave the Sands here over Siegecraft. Alright, now I just have to wait for my tea to be drinkable. I don't think I have any zinc right now. Might be too late for it as well. Supposed to do it when you first feel this, like, and I've had this for like the throat stuff for like a full day, not 24 hours, but like a full day. day. Nichiobi. War Shrieker, nice. Well, at least we could be like heavily Mardu. Or like base. Yeah, like the heavily Mardu would be fun. Actually playing War Shriekers is super fun. But we'd have to get good fixing. Actually, that was the Mardu banner. I should have considered that, but I think this early we want the Kyrian and not that. So, but I should have pointed that out that it was there. Ooh, utter... Oh my god! Can I have this pack? There's a Take-Up Arms, a Mardu Skull Hunter, a Horde Chief, a Bloodfell Caves, a Throttle. I wouldn't mind a Chief of the Scale either. We're gonna take the Utter End, but this is brutal to pass. Jesus. Oh man, chat. Is this next pack gonna have nothing for us then? Okay, well no. That it has at least this and a Horde Chief and a Disowned Ancestor. Alright, I think I want the Horde Chief over the Chief of the Scale. That's really... Oh, Grim Harrowspecs. Never mind, I completely didn't see that. Let's grab that. Oh wait, it's non-token. Maybe we don't actually want that over a Horde Chief. No, I think we still want it. Crap. Okay. Oh, I'm not sending good signals. I am not sending good signals. This is sad. Okay, well, here's a Horde Chief at number 2 and a Watcher of the Roost. Damn, okay. I'll still wonder whether I'm supposed to... I mean, these were so good, and they are always going... Okay, yeah, I think it's still correct to take those over the... I'm passing so many. I hope something wheels. We'll see. We'll see. I think even with the number of tokens that we produce, the Grim Harrowspecs is still going to get value. In theory. That is not the original art as well. They've got a lot of new art, and I don't know... It's weird. It's throwing me off. I'm like, that's not the card that I remember. Because if it had had the original art, I might have recognized it and been like, oh, that's a Grim Harrowspecs. This is not the original art. Ooh. Original art. Necropolis Fiend. I think this is a trap for anything but Sultai. I think I'm supposed to take the debilitating injury here. Feel free to disagree. It's still a 4/5 flyer for 9 delve, but I think we want the debilitating. I'm sorry if that's wrong. Alright, Rush of Battle, Mardu Charm. Mardu Charm would be nice, but we're going to take the first rush here. Bellowing Saddle Brute's great here. Wow, we could have like three Sultai rares. It's just not... I mean, this is just payoff for Delve, so it's just a little too slow for me here. Overall. Smite the Monstrous here. Goblin Slide. And Assault Road Patrol. And a Valley Dasher. If we were heavily in red, the Valley Dasher is actually pretty fun. I'm going to take the Goblin Slide and see what happens. We do have a number of non-creature spells that make creatures here, so I might actually run the stupid... probably not. This is best in Jeskai, but... Ooh, wow, okay, wait. Alright, so a lot of things did not wheel. That is a sad state of... Ooh, that did, though. Okay. So I'm going to grab that. My blacks, like the black is so important and white so important to have it earlier that I didn't consider the Dasher. In a deck where you're more heavily red, like a red-white deck that's splashing the black, you absolutely want the Dashers in this if possible. They're perfectly fine. But we are not splashing the black. Okay, so somebody took the other edge, somebody took the other two Horde Chiefs. Oh, man. I had to pass so many signals. Oh, well. Hopefully we can still, work out this deck. Are you disconnected? You might be disconnected. Okay. Terms of Service is disconnected. Ow. Butcher? Yeah. Ooh, Scoured Barrens and a Debilitating Injury. I love this card. I probably shouldn't take it here. I should probably take Debilitating Injury if this is the way the deck is going to be built, but I want to have some fun. I had 2 of these at a tournament once, run in by MTG Deals in California. Ooh, Timely Horde Mate and Watcher and Ponyback and Debilitating Injury and oh my god. I need 2 drops though is the main thing. I think I need this Watcher more than this because I don't actually have that many 2 drops yet. Oh, that's really sad. I think it's between the Watcher and the Debilitating. I have a bunch of removal already, so I think I'm going to just make sure that my creatures are a little bit better. Ideally, we get more Skull Hunters and other 2 drops. Another Chief would be sweet, but like just like at the commons, we want Skull. Ooh, Seeker. Ooh, Seeker. Ooh, and Mystic Monastery for fixing, and this for fixing. I need this. Whoa, I love this card. I love this card so much. I need the Seeker though, I think. Or the Mystic Monastery. Looks like a Diablo 2 boss, yeah. The cool thing is if you look at the like the new oh, Ripper, yeah. And a Bloodfell Caves, okay. If you look at the new 4/4 uncommon Mardu colors from Dragonstorm Tarkir, it's standing on the bones of this thing because you can see that has like the spikes out of its head. That's yeah. That's that. Okay. Guess we take a Sage Eye instead of a second Kyrian or the Bondkin. Oh, I'm not a huge fan of that. Ugh, oh well. Debilitating over these. Wow, okay. Monastery, nice. Oh, and a Scavenger and an Abzan Guide. Okay, but I gotta take this Monastery. I don't want the Abzan Guide, I'm just pointing out that it's still there, which is pretty sweet. Could add a million Quiet Contemplations. Okay, here's a Scavenger we'll take now. over right at the serpent. All right, since we didn't get... I mean, Vigilance is nice, and blocking additional is nice. But since we didn't get any Outlast, really, I'm gonna cut the Brave the Sands. I don't mind a Bitter Rev, but I don't have a space for it here. I want a pony back, pony back, pony back. Okay. God, I wish we'd had more 2-drops. Would have been sweet. Yeah, I was passing so many bad signals. It's no wonder. Someone was definitely in the same deck. Or at least just Orzhov warriors. Maybe not Mardu for the ponybacks. Ah, that's still too hot. Okay. But we did end up with, like, enough. So we're not super unhappy about this at all. We just really wanted more 2-drops. I mean, I can run this. But it's a Berserker, not a Warrior, so... I'm gonna have to be a little bit slower and depend on the debilitating injuries earlier, I think. I think I need to cut a 4-drop, and it might be the Smite the Monstrous or the Dutiful Return. Probably the Dutiful Return. Because that's a non-bow with the Scavenger. Even though it's a decent card in this format, I think we cut the Dutiful Return. And we do have a good card to get back with it, but I think this is still the... I mean... Yeah, I think that's correct. Okay. 874. Sure. All right. Sorry we're in, you know, Mardu again. But hopefully this one will be a little bit more interesting to play. And draw a little bit better. Yikes. Maybe I should cut the Smite the Monstrous out of this deck. It's an okay removal spell. What would I put in instead of it, though? No, we are a little bit slower than I'd like to be, and maybe Smite is better in that point. Oh, they have a Seeker as well. So I can wait until I play this out and then Seeker afterward. I think we are going to do that. We're just not... This hand isn't aggressive enough. Oh, Abzan. Nice. Eep. Not even a red source? That's a lot of land. Yeah, I don't like our start here, but... There's still a lot of play in this game, in theory. Hardened Scales. Okay. Off a splash. Perfectly timed. Alright, that's a thing that happened. And I just drew another fucking planes. Alright, I think it's important to get some sort of pressure down. before I tried to utter end things or smite the monstrous. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, this sucks. Props to them. That's an epic start and finish. Perfect mana too. I don't even have a red source out of my 4 red sources, but I have drawn 7 lands. Okay. I cannot double spell. Alright. So... Nor can I just, like, poop out 3 goblins to start blocking. Alright, Ponyback is getting in front of one of these if it can. Oi. Oh, we are so dead. I don't think you could have drawn more perfectly with that deck. Oh well. GG's. Oh, sorry. Let me get to my good game. Yeah, if I could found a red source out of those like 7 sources, then maybe we could have ponybacked, got the 3 goblins, given us time to block and manage things with the removal. But unfortunately, flood with none of that. Morning, Shadow God. How are you doing? I hope you are well. All right, let's see what we got in this pack. We have a Psionic Snoop. Backup Agent was fun. Exhibition Magician actually underperformed for what I thought it was going to do. Most Wanted. Deal Gone Bad. Witness Protection. Legitimate Business Person. Echo Inspector. Riveteer's Overlook. Quick Draw Dagger overperformed. Strangle, obviously good. Involuntary Employment, so good in the Sacrifice Creature deck. Courier's Briefcase, pretty good. Crew Captain, meh. Toulouse Clever Conductor, alternate art. Ooh, Full Art Mountain. And a piece of trash. Okay, well, we've got our own Seeker of the Way to start out with. I'm getting sick, unfortunately. So I'm trying to stream because it might be like the last time for a little while, but I've got a backlog of drafts to do for, to put up on YouTube, so hopefully you all will check those out. And hopefully I'll be like coherent, I'll be disgusting, which is why I won't stream, but like hopefully I'll be coherent enough to work on this big project that I'm working on. Thank you. Yeah, I haven't gotten fully sick yet. My throat's just dying. All right, we may be too fast for them, which is pretty sweet. So depending on what they play. All right, yeah, I like our stuffs. Uh-oh, that's too many lands now. Well, that's getting convenient. A few too many lands here, but a decent start overall. These aren't warriors, notably. So we're hoping we can find Rush of Battle. Utter End's not bad either. Just honking butts here. And just lands for us. That is a shame. Alright. Oh well. They've got big butts and they cannot lie. But I have a flyer. Pay full cost. Are you dead? Ha! Go Flyers. You gotten bored of TDM, but you have no idea to draft the old Tarkir. Well, you got Ixalan as well. Like, Lost Caverns of Ixalan is an option as well, just so you know. Old Tarkir, you can't really go wrong if you go for Orzhov warrior deck. As long as you get a couple Rush of Battles and stuffs. But there's a lot of really, great fun to be had going all sorts of colors. We just seem to be getting past something that makes a good Orzhov deck. Unfortunately, like, we got past, it was like all clumped in packs. So I wasn't passing good signals either. Oof. I need to draw lands and I need to draw a red source. For having 4 red sources in this one, we had 3 red sources last time and they all showed up. We're not getting the... All right, well, I'm going to keep this. Ruthless Ripper on turn 1 is actually going to happen here. I'm not going to save it for turn 3. It can maybe get in for a few more damage prior. Okay, there's a second thing. It's the third land for this is a morph. And later on we can molting the Death Toucher or something. This is mana inefficient. I didn't want to play a morph right now because we can get in with a snake skin with it later. Look at their perfect mana. I have 4 sources of red. Oh well. One more land, even if it's not red, gives us the snake skin plus regenerate up. This is so awkward. Of course. Yeah, I thought they might have that. But either way, we're gonna do it this way. I didn't have a fourth land, so... Alright. Ugh. Mana screw again. We're running the full 17 lands, so... This is rough. So not only a land behind, we're a color behind. We have 2 out of our 3 red cards in hand. And none of our red sources. Which is very unfortunate. I haven't lost yet, though. Oh boy. If I draw 1 land, I can flip this up and block this profitably. But that's not to be. Which is why I blocked there. I did consider not just and wait for this, but I wanted to punish any, like, attack trigger stuff. And, again, 1 land gets me this. Okay. That's an interesting choice. Oh, come on! Ankle fucking shanker? Okay, well, we lose. All right. Yeah. Okay. So the mana did us in here. Also, they have a good deck. Good stuff. But the mana really did us in because if they're playing, you know, War Behemoth, these two in their deck, our deck is and the Cavalry ours is better, unfortunately. But Shanker and Saddlebrood are great, and Watcher's great, and Chief is decent. This Chief is not the one you want, but the other one is, and they were able to play more like as they were able to cast their spells. So props to them. I cannot do two things. Yeah. All right. Just see whether they know what their card does. That's all. Oh, the webcam is dead. You're right. Why is it dead? That's weird. I don't know why it turned off. Let's see if it picks up again. There it is. Thanks for letting me know, Shadow. I had no idea. It said it's overheating? It did say it's overheating? I should look into that. That's weird. We haven't been streaming for as long as we normally do. And I haven't been doing anything different with it. My plays are just too hot. Dying is just... You know, my opponent's plays are just too hot, honestly. If it does that again, let me know. I will... I mean, I'll end the stream early if that's the case. That's so strange. This should not overheat. With 2.5 hours in, like 2:20. Like, we were doing 8 hours previously, and it wasn't overheating, so I don't understand what's happening now. We're not doing anything different. Weird. But yeah, it would be opponents' plays that are too hot there. Absolutely. Okay. All right, I have all three of my colors. Watch us not draw a red card for the entirety of the game. My body's ready. I got one! I think I just have to, like, piss off the arena thing and be like, yeah, I'll never draw a fourth land. Oh, this is great! Sorry. I love it. I was thinking I might discard this, but then I was like, I'll never draw the fourth land if I do that. I'm happy to trade for the Kumar with the Chief. It's a 2-drop for their 4-drop. I'm doing this in case they have the discard too, because I really don't want to discard both of those cards. All right. Okay. We did the thing. Unfortunately, I think they were missing an entire color. So I'm really sorry. So they were either Sultai or Abzan. I'm guessing Abzan if they're running the Krumar. So yeah. I do apologize to them. That was like us last game. Mercifully, they weren't screwed out of the number of lands, just the color. Last time we were a little bit slow on even the number of lands. Majestic Metamorphosis. Throng. Okay. Riveteer's Initiate. Rocks Pummels. Murder! Obscura Initiate. Rooftop Nuisance. That was fun. Skycrier. Geese. Paragon of Modernity. Meh. Glamorous Outlaw. That was a fun one. Alternate art there. Boulder! Rocksteady and Bebop. Okay. Hypnotic Grifter. Obscura Charm. Alternate art. Ooh, Professional Facebreaker. Good card. Moonton and a Wizard token. And we're so good at drawing multiple colors of land. I'm so good at this game. I go first. I have Debilitating plus Harrispec. And a dead card. It is like mulliganing, but... yeah, no. Okay. I do have 2 plays. That's so interesting. I think I'm gonna mulligan that. Oh, god damn. Alright, well. Good luck to us. Okay. I got my land now. I need cards. That's a good card. I hope I'll be able to attack for this to trigger, but we can take the 4. We just gained 3. Alright, that worked out. Okay, we're still behind them on cards. So let's hope we can get some damage in that they don't have removal for this Saddle Brute. Oh god, the lands. And I have no follow-up play. Okay. 4 cards, 6 lands, not good. Okay, that's a fine one. So this could be the 5/5, or oh, it could be Sagu. That would suck if it were Sagu. I do not want to encounter that twice in the same day. So I could have Disdainful Stroke. Alright, we're gonna let that happen. Both of our spells are instants, so I'm going to... despite the fact that they could have counter magic here, I'm gonna see what they do. Okay. Alright, so now they can't protect against stuff this turn. I do need to... I need to have been putting pressure all this time because they're just gonna have bigger and bigger things. Knuckleblade? Oh boy. Nukes? Oh, this would have been so good sooner. I couldn't let them return it to the hand. Alright, we're out of gas, and they know it. So we'll see. They have 4 cards in hand. I don't know that we're gonna get here, but if they have nothing, maybe. Butcher would be a good draw. Rush of Battle would be great. Okay, so they have Kill Spell for the Chief, and they want to eat a token if possible. Or a bounce, or something. Heart Piercer, yeah. Okay. Annoying. Oh, come on. We just seem to draw the lands at the wrong times. Alright. No attacks. Pass. They stop at 6 and we're at fucking 9? With our... Ugh, that sucks. Alright, well, maybe I need to run fewer lands, even though we do have 5 mana untapped, like, unmorph stuffs. Oh well. I don't know why I play this game sometimes. Mm-hmm. 10 lands, 22 cards left. Alright, that's the second time this has happened tonight. Where it's 11 lands before we get to half our deck. I'm gonna trade a 1/1 for one of their cards here. Probably gonna be a land. But... Arena's mean. Arena is so mean. I could hold this. It's not gonna matter. We're dead. Oh well. They do have a pump spell. Very clearly. It might be another one of the Dragon Scale boons. It could be damage spell to something that kills it. I'm gonna block. I'm not gonna block here, and let them kill me. I can't win this game. Yeah, especially with that. Like, I'd have to block with everything and lose everything, and I couldn't actually win. Second time in a night with those 11, 12 lands. I think it was 11. Oh well. Sadness. Let's open some packs. This Crater's Claws is nutty. Dune Blast is nutty. Absent Ascendancy is fine. And Hostilities is great. Mind Swipe can be nutty, but is a little bit more situational. We had some good cards. I'm sad that we didn't quite get to play them there as well as I would have liked. Absent Battle Priest is fun. That card's nutty. You saw that beat us earlier. Crazy, crazy card. Seeker of the Way here. Before knowing what the rare was, and the rare was just a wild card, so we're good. Treasure Cruise here. Oh, I really want to make that work. It was so good in the standard at the time, and apparently it's making a comeback today in some of the older formats, like Pioneer, I think, or something like that. I'm not sure. So sweet, like with Corey Steelcutter. So nutty. I do like Timely Horde Mate. I think I would take that here over Punch and Nomad Outpost. Seeker of the Way here over Debilitating Injury and Horde Chief. That card's a trap, usually. I like Swiftwing okay, but this is Quiet Contemplation's a fun one to start out with. Chief of the Edge here over Ride Down. Nope, Crater's Claws. Absolutely Crater's Claws. Raptor here over Twists and Turns. I think. My personal preference. Oaken Siren over Deadweight, I think here. I achieved something. What did I achieve? Pack leader. Does the store have anything interesting? Me. All right, let's see if we can actually... Well, I had such a good deck last time, but it played so poorly. Maybe I played it poorly too. That's also another option. Let's try this. See what kind of draft deck we get. Get Lost. Guidewing Petrify. Abrade. This is harder to justify in limited just because that's a lot of card advantage that they could get. But I think I'm going to take it here. Bartolome and Cloud Guard and Ire and Iceberg. Are we Bartolomeing or are we Ultec? I think we're Bartolomeing. Ultec is really good though. Tinkerer's Tote. Ooh, Join the Dead and Tithing Blade. Bugger. Tinkerer's Tote goes really well with Bartolome. I think I'm gonna take the Join the Dead here though as just removal early. This is even earlier removal sometimes, but it's not as good necessarily. I think I'm gonna take the first join of the first Tithing. I think the second is Tithing, but I don't think the first is. Deadweight, Sandwing. Battleglyph is really good. Watley's Final Strike, also good. Am I supposed to be in green-black, I guess? Like, that's the second Akavali. Another Chance, Whirlpool. I mean, it's another piece of removal. But I could go into the green. But if I do that, I've passed so many signals so far. I'm gonna take this. Skullcap snail. Defossilize. Didact echo. I'm gonna try a defossilize here. I think the snail is probably the best thing, but yeah. I don't really like any of this. Alright. Oh, guidewing wield? Nice. Oh, but the other thing didn't wheel. Okay. Okay, that's a bomb. I could splash that here. There's not a lot of stuff that I want besides petrify. I'm gonna try and splash that. Okay. Crit Seal's really good. There's another Join the Dead. There's a Sandwing. Sandwing's good with the defossilize. I might get it a little bit later. I can still go with the removal here if I want. But it's good with the Poetic Ingenuity as well. I do already have quite a bit of removal. I'm going to take this over Join the Dead. I don't mind this either. Tithing Blade. Conservator is also fine. This works better with Bartolome. This works better with the Poetic Ingenuity. Or even this, just to fetch the red mana. Tithing Blade is great. I'm gonna take this for now. Okay, got a Conservator here. Deathcap Marionette, also good. I'm gonna take a Dig Site. Tithing Blade now. Might of the Ancestors. Ray of Ruin is okay here, too. I really like Dowsing Device a lot. I wonder if I should go full... We're doing Marduing in this set, which is very different. What if we splash the... No, splashing the black is hard. Splashing the white is hard, too. BT, thank you so much for the good luck wishes. I really appreciate it. Hypesy, thank you so much for your support of the stream. I'm gonna take the device because it's more powerful, I guess. No, I'm gonna take the might. That's fine. I may not run it, though. Ooh, another thing. Okay. Another one of these. Another Join the Dead. Another... The Visage is good, too. Okay, if I have to run this, I have to run this. Echo of Dusk here over Hidden. I don't mind, like, some of these. I just need a 2-drop, I think. I think blade number 2. Nah, this makes 1/1s for me to sacrifice the Bartolome. Ooh, that's a good one. Maybe. This is an oh crap button. But I don't mill myself all that much. I might actually just want this compass gnome for the red for this. We have only one, like, sort of way to get red right now. A braid is so good in this format. Do I want the oh crap button? X is the number of permanent cards in my graveyard. I think I want the oh crap button. Bat. I'm going to take the captivating cave here, I think. Now we take a compass gnome over second. Deconstruction hammer is really good in this. We have one. I'm going to take the compass gnome. There's also a hidden courtyard I could take. Hmm. This is gonna be interesting. I don't know about this. Okay, I don't mind this card. It's perfectly fine to fix and then do the Discover 5. But since we did get the Sunbird Standard and 2 Compass Gnomes, I don't think I'm supposed to run it there. So I have one piece of recursion here. I think that's what I'm going to keep, and the Helping Hand instead of the Another Chance. Fanatical Offering is nice, but I think I'm going to cut it here because our other stuff removal is a little bit better. I'm going to cut one Deconstruction Hammer. I'm gonna cut this as well, I think. Well, that's close. Yeah, I'm gonna cut the Helping Hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Target artifact card. I don't really like this card, but it's okay. We also got the cave to split to do that, so I could cut a compass gnome, and then Maybe this is our least good removal spell. For now, like just of the removal, I think we cut that for now. It's really good. It's just not, I think it's not as good as we'd like it here. So this is only gonna be like a 2/2. Usually. Since we have the 2 mana fetchers, I suspect if I cut this, I can run 16 lands. So this is 8/8/2 in terms of the lands, and then we have Sunbird and Compass Gnome. All right. Let's try it. Okay. Nope, I was reaching for a back. Okay. Free booty. I could descend if I do this. It gives them a treasure token and a scry. Gives me a scry as well. I think that's not worth it. Aw. I wanted a black source here, but okay. I can create a black source, but I need another one so that I need another land so that I can do the Necromage. So either a black source there would do it, or then coming up we can do other things. Why though? All right. Since my throat's dying, and I might stop after this because Arena's also being mean with mana. I'll watch some drafts and put them up for you, edited on YouTube. It'll be fun. Well, I can play my thing. Oh, Lord. That card's good. So they sacrifice the Gnar and discover 3. Boy. Or the Acolyte, either one. Yep, Arena's just being mean with the mana here. So be it. What would you like to kill? Ah, they're gonna put it into hand. Okay. My creatures are too poor to kill. Lols. They suck. Because we don't have anything to do with them. Okay. Alright, that's a little too late. Alright. Sigh. I can't roll my Lars hard enough here. Okay. I could have made sure it held up a white instead of the cave. Like I forgot that that it hates doing caves. And so I just tapped all of the white there anyway. There's no blocks here. If we block or double block on these, they use the Join the Dead. Although the Titan is a problem, yeah, they're just gonna sacrifice the Acolytes and we'll take a damage. Although the Titan is a huge problem because they can tap something down, this could be even more of an issue. So that's why we're doing it this way. Don't have a dino. Don't have an artifact to play. So we make this a life linker. So yeah, they're gonna kill it. They're gonna tap this down, and that is lethal. Nothing to be done. Yeah, that was just mana screw. I think given the state of my voice and given the state of magic, not that they didn't have a good deck, but our deck is actually pretty good, I think. It does some really sweet stuff if we can get the cards, but unfortunately we couldn't get black soon enough. Much less double black. We do have 8 and 8 sources. We did get the cave, but we were stuck on 3 lands, so ah well. Alright, so let's go raid somebody awesome, and I will focus on doing the really cool project that I'm doing, as well as there are so many cool trophies up to put up for the VODs. And what I might do, thanks so much. I hope so too. This is just, right now I'm not even like fully sick yet. I just have the whole, like my throat hurts a lot, and then it's just really scratchy, and then I'm just feeling really, really low. So so I know I'm getting sick, you know, that thing where you're just like, God damn it, there's nothing I can do. But I'll get some zinc, see what I can do with that, hopefully. And then hopefully I'll be able to stream more. We'll see. In the next thing. But sickness is always horrible for me. It's like 2 weeks of like death. Even if it's just a cold, it's so bad. I will be, of course, testing for COVID. So, but again, nephew is the plague. An adorable and wonderful plague, but a plague nevertheless. Okay, so let's see how it goes. Yeah, it does feel bad, but I've got so many plans in the works. Hopefully we can do stuffs. Let's go raid Raf Levy. And see last few Tarkir drafts before this. Okay, so yeah, let's raid Raf Levy. And go from there. Yeah, so ow. We might be getting a fever at this point. We'll see. We'll see. So I'm going to focus on recovering, and I will hope to see you again soon. Again, check out the YouTube when you get the chance. It has box openings, including a Dragons of Tarkir booster box, that like collector booster that is box that is nutty. It was so good. The only other better one that I opened, I think, was a serialized numbered card with a Lord of the Rings thing. I think that box was slightly better, but it might not have been. So that was epic at the time. So check that out when you get the chance. And there's also going to be there are edited VODs there are events, there's stuff where we win boxes, stuff where we win money, stuff where we don't win money and don't win boxes as well. Haha. But yeah, so I'll be getting a bunch of new more drafts up on there, some from a backlog, so hopefully that'll be cool and keep you tided over if I can't stream. So we'll see. I might also, like, I wonder, like, if I don't record my face being disgusting, I can mute myself during the thing, and I could just do some, like, YouTube recorded drafts without streaming. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, I'll see what I feel up to. I'll try and recover fast. We'll see what happens. All right, I love you all. Let's go raiding.